Okay. Okay. So this is not gonna be a super fun video for me. Um, yeah, I'm bisexual. That's something I've not hidden. It's something I've known since I was 16 and made out with a girl. Never had a problem with it. Tried to date her. She didn't want to date me. Anyway, um, yeah, so I don't have a problem with it, and I've never tried to hide it from anyone, and it's not something that I'm ashamed of at all. You know, I know from my current uh, life situation that there are people who don't know what that means, and for the sake of politeness, I'm going to clear it up, and then I'm going to get into the meat and potatoes of all of this. What bisexuality means. Um, I had a friend, back around my college age who was also bisexual, and she dated this guy, and he broke up with her because he thought it meant that she didn't like him as much as she would have had she just only liked guys, which is ridiculous. Because essentially, what being bisexual is just an openness to dating people of either sex. Just like some people are open to dating people of any race, we're open to dating males and females. I just don't discriminate based on genitalia. It doesn't mean if I'm in a relationship with someone, I like them any less than I would like a different gender. So just putting that out there. Yeah. But bisexual, yeah, that's basically what it is just being, happy to date men and women depending on who you click with. Um, but um, to answer a very direct question that I was asked within the last 48 hours, no, I don't have a dick. Uh, no. Also, another question, one of us does not have to be the male in the relationship if I'm dating a woman. Um, Not that I'm entirely sure any of this was anyone's business anyway to be asking me, but just putting it out there. Um, as far as how do we have sex, go watch some porn. Maybe don't be rude enough to just ask me that question. Uh, Yeah, so I know there are some places, where homosexuality is far less accepted. A lot of places where LGBT plus people fear for their lives. I'm well aware of the laws that were passed in Uganda. Thankfully, last I heard, they had taken the death penalty for homosexuality off the table. Um, but it's a real thing, and it's a real problem, and it's a real struggle all over the world. And so when I meet people from places that I know have problems with a certain level of ignorance dealing with homosexuality or with dealing with the LGBT plus community, I don't take it personally. Because to some extent or another, we are all products of our environment, and I understand that is to some extent how their culture treats the issue of people in same sex relationships. I understand that. However, we're not there now, are we? Because yeah, I don't have the need to hide my sexuality or anything about who I am relationship wise or anything else. Um, in more enlightened places, thankfully, places, I have to be terribly honest. I went to one place to teach, and I was told very directly. I asked my boss. I was like, "How do I deal with the fact that I'm bisexual? If anything comes up," and he was like, "You just keep that to yourself." Like I was told flat to my face, like you just don't talk about that. You don't bring it up. They bring it up. Lie, whatever it takes. Um, I know what it's like to kind of feel more repressed. I don't like it. I shouldn't have to hide something like that about who I am or who I care about or what relationships I choose to have with other consenting adults in the year 2020. I think we have enough problems, don't we? But yeah, so I'm just saying, like, the greatest part about going to new places, or one of the greatest parts about going to new places, is having new experiences and being open to the culture into which you arrive. And when you travel, please keep that in mind. If you're going to travel, but be absolutely insistent on taking every single bit of your identity with you and not be open to adjusting to the place that you're going to, when in Rome, do as the Romans do out of respect. If you're not going to be able to do that, why are you going there in the first place? If you don't like important elements of their culture, like tolerance, why are you going there? So, yeah, just based on some experiences I've had recently, based on, trying to, in a productive and non-offensive way, bring that up, I just wanted to put that out there. I try not to be too terribly controversial these days. I've seen enough violence on the internet this year, enough things that have led to violence on the internet this year, and I think we've all had enough of that. So, peaceful, helpful conversations full of growth and mind expansion hopefully can help the situation. And yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. And I just, yeah, happy to wave the old rainbow flag out there for anybody that feels like they need to hide parts of who they are for any reason. We got your back.